Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network channel on YouTube. I'm your host, Mr. Prime Real Estate, Ric Davis.
And I'm your host, the Texas Real Estate King, LarryWBrooks.
Every week, the King and I will provide you exclusive access to our network of lenders, investors, and real estate professionals from both the commercial and residential real estate sectors.
Now, are you millionaire minded? Or maybe you're a millionaire in the making. Make sure that you subscribe so you can get connected to the network. And always remember, the Prime Real Estate Network, where millionaires are in the making.
Create wealth for generations.
Are you ready to engage in some powerful real estate fun? Because tickets are officially on sale for the HAR Engage Conference.
This year's conference promises an enlightening experience as industry leaders and experts unite to share their insights on the real estate industry, technology, and many other topics.
Whether you're just getting started in real estate in your real estate journey, or if you're a seasoned pro, HAR Engage has something for everyone. Plus, with countless networking opportunities, you connect with tons of like-minded real estate professionals.
So don't wait. Grab your tickets now before they sell out. Head over to har.com/engage to secure your spot at the hottest real estate event of the year. We can't wait to see you there.
What's up, Prime Real Estate Network listeners? It's your man, LarryWBrooks, a.k.a. the Texas Real Estate King. Hey, when you get a moment, go ahead and go over to shoplwb.com. You can see the Pure Hustle merchandise that we had over there, some of our newer items that we have in stock, and of course, I got all the books that I've authored. I'd love for your support. You have a great day.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network live on this Thursday on YouTube and Facebook. I'm your host, Ric Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, I invite you to do so at Prime Real Estate Ric. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate anywhere in the great state of Texas, but especially here in our lovely city of Houston, you can reach out to me directly on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Ric. As always, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you this week on the show. And I want to thank everyone in the audience who's tuned in. Get involved in today's show. Leave myself or the Texas Real Estate King a relevant question in the comment section. Either if you're checking us out on Facebook or YouTube, leave that question in the comment section and you never know. Your question may very well be answered on today's show. I want to take a little time to introduce my co-host. He is not only a highly successful real estate broker. He's a multi-time author, serial entrepreneur, the proud proprietor of the Pure Hustle clothing brand. I want to thank him so much for hanging out with us here on Thursday on Prime Real Estate Network. And I'd like to introduce to everyone the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. How are you?
What up, Rick? I am good, my man. Just another day getting at it, man. Another beautiful Thursday, and just happy to be sitting in on such a powerful show, a powerful visionary show of Prime Real Estate Network, man. So definitely. How's everything on your end, my friend?
Man, can't complain, man. Great week. A lot of things going on. Got beautiful weather here in the city. And I'm really excited about today's guest and today's interview. But, normally I always ask you, especially at the start of the show, what's been going on this week in the world of the Texas Real Estate King. But for everybody in the audience, they had a chance to see the cool commercial and marketing piece that we had run before the show. Yeah. So I want to give the Texas Real Estate King an opportunity to enlighten everyone to the HAR Engage Conference and share a little information about that advertisement that they saw pre-show.
Definitely, man. So Engage, the largest one-day conference, is taking place on October 17th. I encourage, if you are a licensee, or if you are in the investment space, if you just want to be around your peers and learn the technology and what's going on and how it affects what we have going on here in the state of Texas, this is something you don't want to miss. It sells out every single year. We have over 500 realtors that show up and just really embody the opportunity of learning and getting more motivated and just really being able to streamline your business and being around your peers, right? Because one thing that we learned through real estate is that everyone doesn't enjoy working all over the city. So you'll have people that work in the loop. They're going to send their business. They're going to send referrals out to other realtors that they've had an opportunity to go out, meet, network at different events. So it's one of the top conferences that takes place, period, year round in anywhere. And as many people know, the Houston Association is the largest, we're the second largest association in the country. So by all means, our technology and the way that we treat and take care of our body of realtors is going to be way more amazing than most places. So I definitely want to tell people right now, as you've seen in that commercial, and we'll leave in the body of this podcast, there's different discounts that's taking place. So if you're a new realtor, you don't want to miss this. There's a huge discount for you. If you're a seasoned veteran, there's a huge discount for you. You definitely want to check out the conference. And the sooner you buy, the sooner you can get locked in, sooner you can get your schedule rolled out for the event. Again, the largest conference here in the state of Texas, man, definitely.
And look, and I want to make sure I share this with you because sometimes Mr. Brooks is a bit too modest. This type of conference isn't just all work. Yeah. It's also a great social experience, great networking experience. All the people at HAR and the engaged groups, they have a lot of fun together. Yeah. One of the cool things, Larry, and if you could just elaborate, is that you've shared some of the background as far as some of the reels and some what happened as far as the production of some of the commercials and things leading up to it. And it's shown that not only do you guys know how to work, but you also have a great time interacting with each other. So could you just speak to why, after 20 years of experience, you still make this Engage conference a highlight of your social calendar during this time of year?
Yeah, man, because I really do. As someone, as you see, as you that tuned into the show last week, you saw that I was participating in a conference with the National Sales Network. That was amazing, right? At the end of the day, I'm a conference guy. I believe in going in, seeking out the knowledge. I believe in being at the top of the food chain. And the best way to be at the top of the food chain for consistency is to attend conferences and events that will open up your mind, change the way that you may be thinking when it comes to your marketing, change the way that you may be thinking when it comes to the direction that you're taking your company, your business, your opportunities. And you learn that by going and speaking with other people, dialoguing about some of the things that they're doing in their business that you can tweak in your business. Conferences is where people share and go backwards and forwards, man. So it's always ideal. So it's perfect. You can go tweak sorry about that. So yeah, you can ideally go to those conferences and speak to people for growth. So that's why I always identify with them. That's why you hands down the HAR conference is one of the top-notch conferences to be a part of. And again, you're in there with your peers, and so y'all are getting the you're getting the opportunity to see some of the same things that are going to be coming and taking place. And those of you that are in the real estate industry, we have a lot of things that's taking place on August 17th that's changing. So by October, we'll be able to see what it looked like 2 to 3 months in with this new process. So we're going to revisit it. We're going to talk about things that we may need to tweak and fix. So definitely fall in line with that.
No, appreciate you. I just wanted to give you a chance to invite everyone out because the great thing about the HAR is that it's so inclusive.
Yep.
There's always such an inclusive spirit for young agents, new energy, new thoughts, more creativity. So everybody, make sure you tap in with the Texas Real Estate King, tap in with HAR, tap in with the Engage Conference, get your tickets today. You know, the great thing about doing this show, what?
I'm sorry, I got this. We had a visitor stop into the office, and so.
Oh no, appreciate it, man. That's what happens sometimes when you're streaming live. But one of the great things about being able to host a live show like this is the diversity of the guests that we have the opportunity to interview. Today's guest, if you're here in Houston, if you've been a business owner, entrepreneur, and like you say, Larry, if you've been out networking, trying to get to the top of that food chain, this is definitely a man that you probably come across, collabo with, or partner with. So, Larry, could you just share a little bit about this week's guest with our audience, how you were introduced, and how we were able to get this gentleman to commit to sitting in with us today?
Yeah, man. Here's the thing. The funny thing is, if you know me, you know a big part of my business background goes to me putting out flyers and marketing material. So you've actually probably touched this gentleman's product and not even know you was touching it, because that's how back in, I've been in this thing over 20 plus years. He's been in this thing over 20 plus years. And as I first began and started to foster my business, I came across today's guest, man. He helped me produce a lot of the marketing material that I put out there, that I was putting out in the streets. And not only that, just watching the gems and things that he dropped as it came to Matter of fact, think about it. Some of the banners that we still have here at Brooks and Davis, my guy actually produced some of those for us. So today, man, we have the honor and the pleasure to be speaking with a legend, someone that has been on the front lines when it comes to marketing, producing marketing material for many, many years. And he's touched probably every artist that has came through the city when it comes to some of the things that they do to build out their brand. So, you know, to say that we're bringing out not only a media giant, but someone that, this is when you know someone is a legend, right? When you forget their government name, you just know them by their business name. That's how much of a legend what we have going on today. When you see him, you'll be like, oh, that's Mo Bang. You know, you don't even think about the government. You're gonna be like, that's Mo. Yeah. So, man, just to have him on the show and just the ease that my friend allowed himself to be available for us today, man, is an honor and a pleasure. So I'm excited to just have him on here, man, and just bang it out with Mo Bang.
Oh, no, absolutely, man. And to Larry's point, man, it's always an honor and a pleasure to have gentlemen on the show that we've also worked with in the past, collaborated with in the past, and we can vouch for their expertise as well as their experience. Yeah. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce this fine gentleman is not only a multimedia entrepreneur, but he is also a social media and branding expert. I want to thank him so much for sitting in on the Prime Real Estate Network, and I'd like to introduce the owner and founder of Mo Bang Media, Mr. Langston Carrier. What's going on, Bang?
Man, y'all done did it, man, with the intro, man. I'm highly and greatly appreciative for you brothers today, man. How y'all doing, man?
Oh, no, man, it's good, man. Appreciate you for sitting in, Bang, because, you know, Larry and I were so excited about this interview because Larry mentioned a little bit about him working with you, how you were there at the foundational start of Brooks and Davis real estate firm, as far as helping them get the brand name out there, all the materials needed to actually be able to have some kind of a marketing foothold here in Houston. And you know, as a business owner, Bang, especially in a city the size of Houston, you got to work really hard to establish yourself as a viable entity. But once you become a part of that system of entrepreneurs, business owners, and you're in that circle,
yes, sir,
you can be there for 20 plus years and have a chance to work with Larry. I've had a chance to work with you on the media side. So it's just really great to have these things come full circle, man. And thank you so much. And, you know,
it's a pleasure, brother. It's an honor.
No, and for those in our audience who meeting you for the first time, Langston, please introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about Mo Bang Media and let them know how you've been able to become just a foundational piece as far as marketing here in the city of Houston.
Well, it's an honor. Once again, I want to thank you, brothers, man, for y'all time, y'all energy, and for patronizing my business or one of our businesses over the years. I'm Langston Carrier. I've been in business roughly 25 plus years in the Houston area, focused mostly on media, production, management, project management, marketing. I just want to help people get their brand out. You know, I want to help them get seen. I want to help them get money. I want to help them feel of value. So that is my purpose. I've learned my purpose in life, and I just work really, really hard day in and day out to make that happen for the demographic or my community here in Houston, Texas.
You know, the thing about it, Mr. Carey, and I thank you so much, and I don't want to put you on the spot and get you to a position where you feel like you name dropping, but just so that the people in our audience have an idea of the type of people you've worked with from the ground level and how you've helped to add to their brand, add to their business, and help propel them to where they are. So not to mention anyone specifically, but if they're a client that you've been most proud that you've worked with in your past because of how they've evolved, how their brand has grown, just so for our audience, is there anyone that you just feel like is one of your most proud success stories?
That's tough. That's tough because, I mean, I've literally worked with tens of thousands of people. You know, I've worked with, you know, whether it's your favorite church, your favorite school, your favorite restaurant, your favorite rapper, your favorite club, your favorite entertainer, your favorite athlete, your favorite doctor, your favorite funeral home, your favorite insurance person, your favorite realtor, your favorite promoter, your favorite lawyer. I've been very blessed, man, to work with tens of thousands of people, and I guess I can't say one person, but it's good to be in a position this long and to see a multitude of people growing just as much as I have, if not even way better. So that's one of the things, especially like I can see Larry like whenever, and it's like, the hugs are different when you've been in the game 25 years,
Sure, no doubt about it.
Longevity. And, when you're in business that long, you understand that anybody who's in business that long has went through a lot. Yeah. It looked good online is what I like to say, but the behind the scenes is what's going to make you, a true champion, or what's going to make you great. So for me, it's just, being able to, and I when I'm out, I see people that I don't even remember their name, but I remember their energy, their vibe, their integrity of doing business, or even if they haven't done business with me, I've seen them go through, especially us as Black men or Black people, dealing in business. So it's always just, hey man, that guy, he's still here, he's still pumping, he's still pushing, and that gives me great glory, because that's what I pray on daily, and so I'm always excited to see that.
Another thing too, Mobang, that stand out to me, my man. Like I said, I'm gonna call you about a media company because we've been rocking with it so long. Listen, believe it or not, that's how you introduce it. Yeah, Mobang. You like that's how you build out a brand.
People think that's my name. They think my name is Bang or Mobang Media, and I accept it.
That's great brand awareness, man. That's how you did it. So yeah, listen, you got me with it too. So, but one of the things that I always love that I see, and I think I don't know how you feel about this event, but I feel like I always see you as boots on the ground when it comes to Southwest by Southwest. I think that takes place in Austin, Texas.
Yes,
sir. What is your thought process? Is that one of your favorite events? Because I even see you with boots on the ground sometimes, but I always see your market so explosive around that. And when I say explosive, I mean the things that I see you do there is the things that I try to take with me when I go to other conferences and stuff like that.
Any other spot.
Yeah.
South by Southwest has been it's definitely up there as a prolific. South by Southwest is one of the biggest music conferences in Austin, Texas every year. They've been around for a long time. I first got wind of it in maybe 2001, 2002. I used to rap. And when I went, it was just one stage for Black artists. Now I watched it grow. But it provides, if you say a conference, for us to mingle, network, a melting pot. And before the internet was how it was with streaming, it was like you could go there with your music as a tangible product asset, or even if it wasn't music, it could be a movie, it could be a book, it could be a curriculum. And the amount of people that come there to reach out and search for certain content and intellectual property, and then they are manually taking that to their demographic all over the world.
Yeah.
And so the concept was like, I mean, it's like they see it, they feel it, the energy is transferred, and they literally drive, get on a plane, go to wherever they from, and say, man, look what I found.
Yeah.
And that's a unique experience, and then it grows. From the music side, I just pushed the envelope on getting people exposure. Period, point blank. Brands, personalities, music. How do I gain exposure in front of these hundreds of thousands of people who came there to get it for exposure, to see something? People are coming there to get something. I'm looking for it. Yeah. I'm giving it to you. So that was the deal. And just thank God for having fresh, innovative mind to always, what can I do to go to the next level? Manpower, visible, signage.
Yeah. And that's what's so powerful about what you do, because you've been able to create such a system to where you even know how to put marketing packages together for people, right? So now it's like, okay, I already know what you need. here's a package that, because I've seen you do it and I'm like, wow. And I'll see the, you know, the effect that it could have on people. So I think being able to be a brainchild to put together like marketing packages and know what these people need to do, that's going to get them ultimate exposure, ultimate touch points, man. It just blows it out of the water when I see it done.
The goal is, how do I get this guy a return on their investment?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they're gonna spend $1,000, $2,500 with me, how is that worth it? How does it make sense to that prospective client or artist? And so that's just always, and I mean, it's not rocket science, but I do the research to make sure that I can, you know, that I can show and prove. That I can complete the mission, and that my client is excited, or they're happy, and they're satisfied with the money that they done spent with me. And that's just my job. You know, that's what I'm here to do.
No, Bank, I gotta ask you, because one of the great things about having you on is that you were able to share with the audience the vast array of different business owners, entrepreneurs, different people in different spaces that you've worked with. So, with you having such that vast experience over a diverse realm of professions and specialities, have you found that there are some foundational must-haves from a marketing standpoint if you want to initially put yourself out there from the beginning the right way? So, without getting too much in depth, are there just some foundational musts that you have to have, or that people, if they have an idea or a question of where should they start, are there some definite, you got to have these first?
I mean, the first thing, you want to have a willing mindset. Like, do you really, really want to do it? Like, if you're starting a business, and whatever that business, whatever that lane is, do you really, really believe? And have you done the research to see if this is an investment that will provide the return on investment that you want? Not the return that Larry wants, or Rick wants, or Langston wants, but is this going to provide a return on investment? And now it's the mindset. So these are just foundational things. You know, this is not like, you don't have to go online and buy this, right? Let's start right there. Do you have the mindset? Do you want to have the mindset? Are you able to take information and learn and advice from people that are in the same industry? So let's break it down. Something as simple as, if you met a young lady and you like this young lady, you're going to go online, you're going to try to find her Instagram, you know, if she give you her address, you're going to Google, you're going to find out how to get to this woman. You're going to put in the energy, the effort, and the equity or the expertise in order to build equity from this person. It's the same way in business. Like, how bad do you want it? You can, and with technology now, technology has leveled the playing field. That doesn't mean that it has made the playing field equal. It's just leveled it, meaning we all have the same opportunity. But once again, it goes back to how bad do you want it? Because if we all have the same information, who's going to absorb it, review it, go over it again, practice it till they, not to get perfect, until they get better, and the consistency. So now I got something that everybody don't have, right? We all got the same knowledge. Now it's like, what is my mindset? How consistent? And that's one of the things that I attempt to do better than other people, is be consistent, to be in tune, to be, you know, to survey the area, and, you know, and to want to do it. Like, do you run it? And I'm pretty programmed and trained at this point. So it's automatic, but it took a lot of time. It took a lot of work. It's not easy. Nothing of value is. So you have to find that information, that mindset, and you want to. You know, you gotta want to.
You know, being in business for over 20 years, you go through a certain level of ups and downs. You fight through a certain amount of challenges. You overcome. You persevere. But when you think back to your upbringing as a young man, were there any members of your family that was business owners that may have shown you an example of perseverance or working through these type of challenges, building a business?
Yes, sir. My father, man. My father was an entrepreneur. My dad used to own a Gulf gas station right over there by Grooves. He was a black owner. This was I was before I was born, and when I was born, my dad owned a gas station. My dad was a musician and played with B.B. King for 10 years. They used to do 265 concerts a year on a major level. Just touring with like Mike Jackson, U2. So I grew up seeing how to tour, moving equipment from a tour bus. I'm 6, 7, 8 years old. That was my summer job. So I'm learning how to a product, which is the blues, a concert. This is a business, merchandise. Like I'm getting this in my mind and head, and just being able to travel with my dad and see certain things gave me I had the internet before the internet.
Yeah.
I was able to be out of the country. I was able to be in certain rooms, in certain doors, on the elevator with Bill Cosby or Mike Tyson, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Willie Nelson. I'm 7, 8 years old, 9 years old. And so that afforded me the vision and like, wow, like this is something, I have some work to do. It's some things that I want, it's some places I want to go. How do I make that happen? So my father laid down a serious blueprint for me over life, that I adhere to this day. And a lot of that is consistency and treating everybody fair with integrity. Those are like two of the biggest lessons he gave me: consistency and treating the janitor with respect. And so I live off that to this day.
Mo, as I hear you speak about consistency, man, I think that's the one seed that if everybody just adhere to consistency and respect, like you said, it'll take them so far. Like it's very difficult. If you create a system of consistency and respect for others around you, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to fail. Like those things just put you on the right radar in order to get where you need to get to. Because if you don't build that model of consistency, you're gonna drop the ball on everything that you do. So consistency and having respect for others, because having respect for others is gonna help you be championed in rooms that you're not even in. Just that, anybody ever reach out to me about marketing materials or just being able to have a visionary on how to put a play together to build out their brand, I'm already knowing that that's something that you know. And like you said, you've touched bases with not only real estate professionals, attorneys, city people that are running for city government. Like you've touched so many people. You've already seen the blueprints that they've used, and you're just helping someone else with the vision, being a visionary behind this. This is what I've seen work. This is the kind of package that you need. So consistency is everything. And then, of course, like you said, respect and having the right people in your corner, man, is definitely a vision.
It's a proven, tangible thing that works across the board, across the world, different whatever nationalities, businesses. It works. Consistency.
Mr. Carey, I got to ask you, because we can't keep you all day. I know how it is on Thursdays for business owners. Larry and I joke every week about Thursday being the getaway day. You'd be surprised how many people we've had that do interviews but have either a flight to catch that afternoon or getting on the road. So I thank you so much for sitting in with us today. But I want to ask you in closing, for the members of our audience who are meeting you for the first time during this interview, or for past business partners, people you've collaborated with in the past who are like, oh, Ish, the boy Bang is out here. When will the next opportunity present itself for those to come out, meet, greet, interact with you, shake hands, and just get back in the fold with Mo Bang Media and everything that you got going?
I'm pretty available. I'm pretty available a lot. I move around. I'm very active in the community, 8 days a week, 25 hours a day.
Yeah.
I do have. I will be on the Big Boss Brunch, which is Sunday, September the 22nd.
Okay. So
I'll be a featured speaker at that event. Shout out to the Social Boss. I'm just around, man. I'm available. I'm a person. I'm a servant of the Lord, the great God.
Yes, indeed.
I'm in my community. I'm a worker. I'm working for him every day, all day. So people can. I mean, I'm online. I'm online a lot now. Back online.
Give them all your contact information as well.
Look me up, Mobang Media on Instagram. I also look up We Print It Fast. Look for that. That's my new print brand that's dropping real soon. Y'all gonna love that. But Mobang Media, social media, as well as my Gmail account, as well as you can go to mobangmedia.com and find me. But I am available, man. I'm a servant of the community and the great God, man. I just love living life and helping my fellow people out.
Yeah. Well, before we let you go, I do want to ask you right now, of the services that you're providing when it comes to your business, what is the one that's jumping out to you the most? What is it that you're super excited about? It may be one of your new drops. It may be something that you've been doing for quite some time, but what's that special one that you really like, you're loving right now that y'all offer?
The printing is my most valuable business or brand right now. I mean, because we print everything. We do postcards, business cards. You need vehicle wraps, your wall wrap, your restaurant done, your menu, vehicle magnets, yard signs, pretty much for any industry. You need an obituary, you need a casket wrap. We're like your back office for your company. We can provide your printing needs. And so that's our thing. That's my number one thing. And then also just helping people. My consulting business is good. People reach out, they hire me or they book me, and I go on site to locations and I help them figure out a plan or how to make a return on their investment, whether it's picking the right office building from a commercial real estate perspective, whether it's helping them get an LLC, whether it's publishing, whether it's just helping them, whether they've been in business 25 years and they just been like kind of stagnant, like, man, what can you do with this? Yeah. Just giving them another eye or another lens, a different perspective. And that's just my gift. You know, the great Lord has blessed me with that gift to be able to see something, build something, get it off the ground quickly running, and keeping the consistency up, installing policies and procedures, and helping a business really be a business and be able to, you know, to provide for you and your family.
Wow. Hey, man, that's deep, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. The great thing about having people like you in our corner is that Larry and myself can expose our audience to people like you, because a lot of times, especially in this age of social media, online marketing, people may not always know who's the most reputable, who has the most expertise, who has the most wisdom and guidance that they can provide. And I hope everyone takes advantage of the opportunity, Bang, to not only know you, but to tap in, contact you, reach out, and make sure they help to build their brand with someone like you who's built tens of thousands of brands over their career.
Yes, sir.
Look, man, anytime you need Larry or myself, please just tap in. You always got a seat here on the show with us. And until next time, brother, man, thank you so much for sitting in, and we'll talk.
Man, I greatly appreciate you, brothers, man. God bless y'all, man. Really bless y'all, man. And I greatly appreciate it, man. I'm honored, man. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Brooks. Look, now that was a good one, man. I just can't wait till we signed off and people start texting, talking about, man, y'all had Bang on the show. Where Bang come from, man? So look, this was one of the great things about the Brooks and Davis Education and Training Center here at 2600 South Loop West in Houston. This tower, this area, this business complex just has so much professional talent. Yep. So many talented and brilliant business owners and entrepreneurs that we can just network with like-minded people, Larry, just going downstairs.
Yeah. So that's a fact. Yeah.
It's great, man. So look, man, is there anything you would like to share before we sign off? What's going on this weekend in the world of the Texas Real Estate King? Because, of course, we know it's Thursday. It's a getaway day for everybody, man. So what's going on this weekend with you, bro?
Man, listen, I want to give a shout out to Manville High School. They started back school this season, this year. I want to give a shout out to the Manville football team. We got our very first scrimmage tonight. So, you know, we're excited about the season. We're excited about the athletes and the talent that we're about to get ready to put on the field. For those that are looking for special talent that y'all want to, be a part of this UIL with, please look at the Manville High School student athletes. They are definitely brand ready, brand recognition. So if you want to build out what you got going on and you want some high school students to speak highly about it, let's think about Manville High School, my man.
Hey, look, man, it's nice to know you'll be checking out Manville football team. So once the season starts, boys know where you'll be every Friday night. So big, huge shout out to all those young men over on the football field, because I know how it is playing football in Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those dog days of preseason training camps, a big, huge shout out to the players, the coaches, the support staff, the trainers, because without the entire football family, things will never go the way that you would hope for them to be. So, look, man, thank you so much, Larry. I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Carrier, Mo Bang, founder of Mo Bang Media, for sitting in with us. Until next Thursday at this same time, everyone in the Prime Real Estate Network audience, please be safe and be blessed.
Be blessed.